And there indeed is the end of the game. The Celtic fans rise to applaud. Celtic win by 3-1. It should be about 8 or 9-0, but as you said, Simon, sometimes that's just football.
Sometimes it is. You know, we're scratching our head, Paul, when Kilmarnock score and it goes back to 2-1. It was never 2-1 in the game. For anybody here in the stadium watching, a lot of good play from Celtic this afternoon. I thought Palmer excellent for the time he was on the pitch. Hatate superb, 2 excellent goals in that first half. And the only surprise was they didn't go and score another 3 or 4 in the second half. They quite easily could have. And Greg Taylor, another good performer, pops up with an important one that secured it towards the end. But a really good performance for Celtic. I've enjoyed the 90 minutes, and they look as if they're growing into each other. You know, the new boys are beginning to gel a little bit. Palmer looks as if he could develop into a right player. So a good afternoon.
Yeah, and I think obviously the result is the most important thing, but as you said, I think we enjoyed what we saw this afternoon.
We definitely did, we really did. And you know, a couple of times the ball was in the net and they were cancelled out. We thought, was it going to be one of those afternoons? But Hatate with a bit of individual brilliance in the middle of the park, the nutmeg, it opened up for him, but he has to go and put it in the back of the net, which he did. And then the second one's a fantastic finish from Palmer. You know, you're going to half-time 2-0 with a couple of really well executed goals. But a lot of the play as well, you know, a lot of play. They looked as if they were on it, whether it was a bounce back from midweek, but they looked as if they were up for it from the first minute.
Well, a pleasing afternoon in the rain here at Celtic Park. 3 good goals from Reo Hatate, Luis Palmer and Greg Taylor. And Celtic have another 3 points as we go into the international break, as we head back to the studio to Gerry and Peter. Full time here at the home of the champions. It's finished Celtic 3, Kilmarnock 1.
Yeah, relatively comfortable in the end, despite the boys are describing there that little scare in the second half, and Kilmarnock brought it back to 2-1. But thankfully, former Kilmarnock player Greg Taylor on hand to restore the 2-goal deficit, and it's all smiles on the pitch there. Great to see Cameron Carter-Vickers back in the starting 11. Plenty of stuff for myself and Peter Grant to look over, but on the whole, Peter, how pleased are you with that performance?
I thought it was outstanding. I think there was probably a 10-minute period in the full game that they probably get a bit slower in their passing. We end up losing the goal and a wee bit of nervousness, and you've got to give Alistair Johnson great credit at the back post. He definitely got a touch on the one with Vassell coming in at the back post, and it'd been catastrophic if you'd have lost anything from this. The way they played, thoroughly deserved it. Big performance. I thought Reo Hatate from start to finish was outstanding, but there was other guys along with him. Palmer was very impressive. You look at him and you think Liam Scales again, outstanding. Carter-Vickers, great to see him back in. Obviously that one off the line, or the interception near the goal line in the first half. So these are very, very important, but I thought it was a very slick performance. I know that everybody's talking about the hangover from midweek. They never showed that today. I thought the way they started the game and they continued to do that all the way through, as I say, apart from a probably 10-minute spell.
3-1, you know, it signifies a relatively comfortable game, but, you know, but for better decision making up front, I mean, it literally could have been 7 or 8.
Yes, it could have been, and it'd have been disappointed if you come away losing anything from it. You know, I mean, you were so far in front. That's the only thing you'll take away negative from today, is not having a clean sheet. That's the thing you would like to build on. I'm sure Brendan, goalkeepers always want a clean sheet, so I'm sure Joe will be disappointed. But their performance after a tough European game against quality opposition, you know, I thought Hatate, never mind his general play, I thought his energy, even you seen it late in the game, 93rd minute, he was still doing the overlap late on. And that's all good signs going into this break, that these boys are all getting fitter. And we said once everybody comes back fit and gets stronger, the team takes a different shape to it. Now they're all fighting to see who wants to be in that starting 11, and that's the most important thing. If you've got everybody available, it pushes each other, and then you get performances that, listen, it'll be hard to move Scales. The way he's playing at this moment in time, he's been outstanding. Carter-Vickers came in there. I think Brendan's given him a big thumbs up today, because it'd been easy enough to play Nat Phillips along with Carter-Vickers and leave the younger one out, so-called. But it's proven that with his performance, he's been outstanding and thoroughly deserves to stay on the side.
Yeah, absolutely. He's played himself into a virtually undroppable position with his performances as Liam Scales. But there was a lot of top performers out on the pitch this afternoon, and those 3 points means that Celtic do extend the lead at the top of the SPFL Premiership table, of course, with Rangers and St Mirren playing tomorrow. Hearts did get the chance to leapfrog Rangers into third place. They had a 2-0 lead over Hibs at Tynecastle in the Edinburgh Derby. Hibs pulled that one back to 2 each in the end, but Celtic sitting 7 points clear of St Mirren and 10 points clear of Rangers after just 8 games played. Makes for good reading, Peter.
Brilliant, and as I say, these are massive games to win. When you're getting into an international break, there's not a better feeling getting away with a victory. You know, and the performance as well. You know, it wasn't a shabby performance, a slow performance. It was a perfect performance, really. As I say, probably apart from maybe a 10-minute period, which you can expect in games like this. And it all started maybe with Greg's booking. You know, and all of a sudden it just changed a little bit, taking an extra touch here and there. But the performance all round, I'm being pernickety, because I thought the performance from start to finish really was excellent, and a massive performance after the big disappointment in Europe, because it's easy to feel sorry for
and I was going to
yourself.
say about that, because that was just Wednesday night, and I'm sure the players would have been absolutely gutted going into training on Thursday. You're then only a couple of days away from this game, but to see the reaction of the players at the end, the smiles on their faces, they've clearly put that one to bed. Brendan Rodgers always says, we'll take 24 hours to get over it, and then we'll go again.
Absolutely, and that's why you've got to give the two centre-halves credit, because Kilmarnock were going long. They never tried to play out. They were going to go long, win second balls, get the ball wide and try crosses. But the first ball up, it was either Scales that won it, or it was either Carter-Vickers that won it. If that was knocked down, midfield won it. Hatate picked up everything. I think he gave one ball away in the 90 minutes, Hatate. I thought his outstanding performance, but it started for the rock at the back, with the two centre-backs dominating the first ball, because Vassell can be a handful. And if he wins the first headers and starts getting in, and you've seen that with the one chance they did get, they won the first header, it comes across, but Carter-Vickers' positioning was excellent, defended it exceptionally well, and then we go on and all the good players playing well. And that's what you need. You need your good players playing well, and you've got match winners throughout the side. We talked about it in the first half about the wide players being a threat to scoring goals, opportunities. Guys made it, the goal. The flick on, he'd done it just prior, but went again and got the opportunity. And Greg Taylor, a fantastic finish for the third goal. So small details that they've worked really, really hard on.
And when you get the win in the early kick-off as well on a Saturday, you can sit back for the rest of the weekend, puts pressure on the others round about you.
Massively, Jerry. I talked about that before, because I was opposite and I was here with Tony. We used to have to play on the Sunday. Rangers are already playing the Saturday. And it makes a difference, even when you've like to get 10 minutes to go and it's 0-0 or whatever. There's a rush comes into the game. Everybody's kicking the ball forward, trying to get the ball in. Where the boys showed a calmness. They came out today and it'd have been easy to feel sorry for themselves. And great credit to them. Because no matter how many people tell you, go out and do that, it's just another game. The disappointment on there was palatable, with the way they played. Because they deserve more out of the game. But you've not got to feel sorry for yourself, because it isn't about the next game. That's what this club's all about. It's about the next game, what you do next and how you respond. And they responded exceptionally well. I'm sure Brendan will be absolutely delighted with the performance.
Let's hear from Celtic manager Brendan Rodgers. He is live with John Ledwith.
Brendan, I'm not sure that the result reflects the performance in total, but is that as fluid a display in the attacking third that you've seen from your team so far this season?
Yeah, just getting better each game. I thought the players were excellent, and I would totally agree. I think that the scoreline maybe just didn't show our the quality of, especially in that final third that we had. So I was really pleased. We're very creative. We speed up our game in the right moments. And a combination of maybe just that little finishing touch, and the keeper made some fantastic saves. It could have been one or two more goals, but overall, really pleased.
As a manager, you can see the fruits of what's going on in the training ground during the week through the display, and you can also see someone like Rio Hatate clicking into gear, as we mentioned before the game. No, he needed a performance like that. I think with Rio, it's all about intensity. It's all about work rate, because when he works to that level and that intensity, then he's a fantastic player. When he's slow and he's pressing slow, he doesn't have the same dynamism. But today I thought he was outstanding. A great goal. Could have had maybe at least another goal, but was very creative, and his pressing was good. His quality was good, and he was outstanding. And as thoroughly deserved as it was, I know Greg had a bit of a complaint in the build-up to the goal that was lost. VAR played a part in quite a bit of the game today, but are you satisfied that overall the reflection's fair?
No, I think that their goal, I think it's clear when you see it, but I think the referee needs a bit of help, because he didn't quite see it. His back was to the play. The time he swiveled round on it, he's got a fourth official and he's got someone in VAR who's seeing that. So you see at the time when Greg moves, he's never... The guys had contact with him all the way till he throws him to the floor. So it's a clear free kick, but they play it on, and then obviously it goes into the side where he's out of position. So we were disappointed with that decision.
How pleased are you with the mentality shown by the squad? They were coming off what's a sore defeat midweek, but I thought today, to a man again, they were impressive in how they responded.
Yeah. The mental strength of the team is very, very good, and we've had a run of tough games that we've been playing. We've had 2 Champions League games where we've shown that we're very close to being a really good side at that level. And competitive at the level, but you've still got to come off the back of that disappointment and show your competitive spirit, and the players did that, and very, very good. Areas that we can improve on, we've got to make better decisions when we're in the final third. We get decisions to make, to score more goals, but we have to square that, and we have to see those passes. But apart from that, it was a very good performance.
Well done again, Brendan.
Thank you. Thanks.
Manager fairly happy with that one, and we all are too. 3-1 against Kilmarnock. Thanks very much for your company this afternoon. Thanks to you, Peter. As always, it's the international break now, so good luck to all the Celtic players heading for international duties. I hope they all come back without any injuries. We will see you for the next live match, which is away to Hearts at Tynecastle on the 22nd. Don't forget, for all the latest videos, go to celticfc.tv. For all the latest Celtic news, it's celticfc.com. From me, from Peter, from all of the team here at Celtic TV, bye for now.